Hello my beautiful friends and welcome to Tailor Made Beauty by Kris. I thought it would be fun to wrap up the year with one of those kind of getting to know me a little bit more videos, and I will admit that this is one that I saw on Jen Love's Reviews and she got it from somebody else. It is the beauty consumerism tag. And so I've got a list of questions here and I am going to answer them for you. It starts off with, how much do you spend on makeup a month or a year? That's a good question. I would say it's probably better to measure it on an annual basis than a monthly basis for me because I have a hard time paying full retail for much of anything. I sold shoes to put myself through school. If any of you were from the Midwest and are familiar with Dayton's before it went defunct, I worked at Dayton's. And so I just have, ever since, I've had a hard time paying full retail for anything. So I do tend to wait until Sephora has their VIB sales or Ulta's offering their 20% off, or at Nordstrom, I know I'm earning Nordstrom points for notes. But I will say that I do have both diamond status for Ulta, yeah, that's their top one, diamond status, and VIB Rouge for Sephora. And both of those have annual spending requirements to maintain that level, but you also get more than 1 point, I think like both of them you get 1.5 points per dollar that you spend. And Ulta often has a 5 times bonus or a 10 times bonus. So I did some math and I'm guessing it's roughly like $650 to $700 at Sephora annually and around $500 or $600 at Ulta, and then probably a couple hundred more at Nordstrom. I will be curious to see how my no-buy eyeshadow palette year works out in this equation. Because I've made that commitment to not buy an eyeshadow palette for a whole year, it's also making me think more about other things that I buy, mostly lip glosses and lipsticks. Okay. Number 2, do you ever feel guilty about how much you spend on makeup? Nope, I don't. I don't. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm very blessed that my husband is happy to work, and he has a very expensive hobby. He's a pilot, and owning airplanes and flying airplanes is expensive, so I don't feel guilty at all about what I spend on makeup. All right, number 3, do you get FOMO related to any makeup releases? FOMO, if you're not familiar, is fear of missing out. I don't think so. I'm 51. I can't imagine getting too worked up about missing a makeup release. I say that now. We'll see how I am in a few months when I'm having to give up buying some eyeshadow palettes that I would like. Number 4, do you purchase or keep items simply because they are limited edition? I haven't so far. If I don't like a product, I'm not gonna buy it. If it doesn't look good on me, I will admit that sometimes I am tempted by beautiful packaging, but knock on wood, so far I haven't purchased anything just for its packaging. Number 5, would you be willing to pay more money for a sold out product online? This question kind of confuses me because if it's sold out, how am I paying more money to get it? You mean like somebody bought it and now is reselling it for more than the retail cost was? I just know that there is a big problem with counterfeit makeup, and it's not all just harmless. So, let's approach this conversation philosophically. It depends. How's that for a cop-out? I can't imagine that I would, but I wouldn't say never. There might be something that I would be willing to pay more for. I will say, however, okay, so for Christmas stuff, for the Too Faced, they had the gingerbread, I don't remember if it was a gingerbread man lipstick or the gingerbread woman lipstick with the bronzer. And I did not need the bronzer, and the two of them were like $39, and I really, really wanted the lipstick. But I would not, even when it was, 20% off, would not buy the set just to get the lipstick. Okay. Number 6, do you wish you could spend more or less? More or less than what? Okay, I have a problem with poorly worded questions. I guess that means they're asking more than I do now or less than I do now. Of course I wish I could spend more. Why not? But I'm trying not to be ridiculous. Also, my channel's tiny. Do you know on YouTube, you don't start making any money until you have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So I am a long way from making any money at all with this venture. And it was never about making money. It's just, I'm having fun. I'm glad you're here with me. Hopefully you're having fun. Okay, moving on. 7, do you feel compelled to buy something when you see it in someone else's collection? Yes, I am very prone. I watch YouTubers just like you guys do. And if somebody does a great review, then I'm intrigued by it. And a lot of times I go out and at least swatch it, if not buy it. So yes, I'm very, very much influenced by what I see. Number 8, do you buy more during the holidays? Last year I sure did. I went crazy last year and bought a ton of stuff during the holidays. And maybe because I did that this year, I'm like, nothing's really interested me this holiday season. All the big releases. I did that video on Will I Buy It, and there just wasn't much I was interested in. Number 9, have you ever hidden a makeup purchase from family or friends? No. No. Okay. Number 10, do you have more than 10 products in your collection that you have not used in over a month? Oh, hell yes. Yeah, there's probably, if we include lip stuff, there's probably 100 products in my collection that I haven't used in over a month. I've got palettes and lip colors that I use seasonally. I use them in the summer, I use them in the winter, I use them in the shoulder seasons. So that's a big fat yes to that one. Number 11, have you ever been pressured to purchase something you could not afford or did not need? Who'd be pressuring me? No. Nope. Okay. Number 12. Do you purchase makeup for collector reasons? Okay, this question doesn't make sense to me. Is there collector? I mean, I'm familiar with collector cars, stamp collectors, airplanes. But makeup? No, the stuff dries out. It gets old. It doesn't preserve well. And number 13, in your makeup journey, have you become less or more consumeristic? That's an interesting question. Certainly I'm consuming a lot more makeup than I ever used to. I don't think it's really impacted the rest of my purchasing. So, no, I think I've stayed the same. All right. Those are the 13 questions. I hope you enjoyed that. If you've got any other questions for me, go ahead and ask them down below. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a really fantastic day.